Yo, back at it again. Another Q&A. And like always, I'm Murk.
And I'm Murkette.
And we got a good one for you today. Someone left us a real good comment, man. We love to get the comments, man, and the questions. This one was...
private praise and public disrespect.
Dum.
Dum.
There's so many areas I could go with this one. But I think me personally want to hit it from a general sense. The reason I think you get this public, private praise and public disrespect, I think it comes from a sense of people who have painted an image of you to other people. And they invested so much time in painting that image that they can't.
It's like they have to keep it up.
Yeah, they can't undo it. So what happens is the good things that you do, the positive things you do, when you help them, when you assist them, whenever you do, they can't never mention that because then it would destroy the credibility of whatever image they created for you. So I think that is the root of why you get this private praise and public disrespect. Because they've already publicly tarnished your name or just spoken bad on you and destroyed your character in such a way that if they were to tell people what they tell you in private, it would make people say, I thought you told us this person was so bad, or this person wasn't this, and this person was that. So I think that's how I perceive why you get this public, this private praise and public disrespect. It's just the idea that people painted the image of you that they don't want to have to take back. They don't want to have to undo it because it'll question their credibility. Especially in many cases, I think that people, when they do this, they're getting something out of it. Whether it's attention, whether it's alliances, whether it's friendship. Some people feel like, enemy of my enemy is my friend. So if I can make people turn against you, then they join me, so I have to paint this image to make you, to build these alliances. You have anything?
Yeah, I know we laugh and talk about a lot of things, but this just ain't one of those topics. I think we both kind of feel the same way about it. I'm piggyback off of what he said a little bit. It's just not something we like. I think the bigger issue is we allow a temporary situation to create permanent feelings. And then at that point you have a disagreement with somebody or, something of the sort. Then you quit to run to family, friends, social media, and you want to bash this person over maybe one or two isolated events. And then once you do that, you've now gotten all these people involved and invested in your business. So from that point on, yeah, you might have a disagreement, and it could be a friend, it could be a partner, it could be anybody. Ever since the rise of social media, that tends to be the thing that people do. They quit to run to social media for everything.
Media should not be your outlet when it comes to people, the family and relationships and stuff. Because those sentiments, those words, they last forever. So even if you delete the post, the damage is done. You know what I mean? The celebrities post something and they like, somebody sees that post and they screenshot it, whether they do it literally or in their brain. It's always there. And when you put stuff out there, you got to be careful because, again, undoing it will mess up your credibility and also mess up and because you can't undo it or don't undo it, you've messed up the character of the person that you've spoken bad about.
And a lot of times, you kind of can get it from two different perspectives. You can get a person that's venting, just solely venting because they're upset, they're in their feelings, and then they post something. And like you say, they can delete it later, or sometimes they leave it up there. But then you also have the people that just their intent is to try to make you look bad. You know what I mean? So they run to social media and they, oh, guess what? Da 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 da. One thing we always say is when you're going through something with somebody, the world shouldn't even know. You should be able to deal with your situations behind your closed doors. The world doesn't need to know what you're going through, you know? And for the people that are just venting, I think it's important for them to recognize what they're doing and then fix it moving forward. You can't take back what you've done, but it's important to fix it moving forward, because even after that incident happens, like you said, that person ain't a bad person. And they doing all this good stuff, but instead of you going back to social media and correcting or trying to fix it, you just keep that image that you already put out there, and you giving this person praise behind closed doors. Oh, you're such a great person. You're such a great father. Whatever the case may be, post it on social media. Post it in the same place where you made me look bad. Correct it so that we can move forward. You know, again, whether it's a friendship, relationship, a family member, whatever, just correct it. And a lot of times they won't do that. So, and in the other situation where people are tarnishing you purposely, it's like, to me, it's just too much energy invested in that. It's too much. Because when you see me and you telling me, oh, this and all that, but then on social media, you want the world to think I'm such a bad person. We always just say, just keep that same energy. You know, feel how you feel, but just keep the same energy. Anything you guys say?
No, I think I'm with you on that. We all, whatever, I'm with anything you ever do wrong in life, try to fix it. And so, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people, again, like I say, people don't want to go back and correct these things because it will mess up their credibility, whatever alliances they formed or whatever attention they're seeking. You know, they're scared to lose that. But if this is a person that a person feels the need to praise publicly, this means that this may be someone who is a valuable person, or a supportive person, or someone who just means something to you. So I think it's important to, you know what I mean, humble yourself and go back and correct that. Correcting that will come with maybe something, but nothing should feel worse than knowing that you messed up the credibility or the image of someone who's there for you and that you care about or cares about you. So that's my big thing. Tell you personally, you show me your colors, I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
One thing you always say too is words are the one things that you just can't take back. Once you've spoken them, then you know. I'm a fighter by nature, so I can take a lick and I can take a bruising, but I can't take a tongue. So like, if you say certain things, there's no taking that back. I felt like you felt that way the whole time. You know what I mean? So for me, and a lot of times people will come back and apologize, but one thing I say to people is don't apologize for how you feel. You said that because that's how you were feeling. You know, that's your honesty that came out in that moment.
So for me, if you ever say something that's belittling my character, attacking who I am, you throw something back in my face that meant something, or you run and tell somebody something that, you know, was false about me or whatever, or that I trusted you with, personally, there ain't nothing for you to correct. That's how I feel about it, because you've already established where we are.
And then you know how to move with that person or around that person going forward.
And I will always say this, the people who matter in your life and truly know you won't be swayed by others. You know what I mean? There's people I kick it with and I associate with, and my partner, you can't come tell me nothing, you know what I mean, that's gonna sway, because I know their character, I know who they are, and there are certain things you can say that I'd be like, yeah, that's them, and certain things you say, I'm like, nah, that ain't them, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna stand on it, because nobody should be able to come and sway my feeling on my relationship with the person I'm with. And another thing is, you gotta keep in mind, people grow. And the person you speaking of may not be the person that I know now. And a lot of times, you know, women, you stole my boyfriend in the fifth grade, and now they 45 years old, still
hating each other.
You know what I mean? You stole a piece of gum from somebody when you were 17, and 30 years later, you still a thief. You know, people grow, and I think we need to allow people to grow and not keep up those speaking badly on somebody for something that was in the past. When they let that go, they change, and they're a different person now. So like always, you know, it's been Murk.
And I'm Murkette.
And you know what I mean, we love the questions, the Q&As. Keep them coming, and we gonna keep them coming. And like always.